guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Lauren and my channel is called Little Blushing Birdie because I am somewhat awkward, but maybe hopefully a little bit adorable and also kind of obsessed with beauty products. So today I am sharing with you guys my July favorites. July was a pretty good month for me. It went by really fast, which I feel like I say every month, so I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record. But my birthday was at the beginning of the month, so I definitely scored some nice beauty loot for myself and from some of my friends. I did share a haul video at the beginning of the month with some of the stuff that I got for my birthday, and so there will not be a ton of surprises if you watch that video. A lot of that stuff I've been really loving and using a lot, so I do have some more thoughts on those products now that I've used them for a couple of weeks, and so hopefully that will be helpful for you guys, and then maybe a few other little bits and bobs I've been using in some tutorials and whatnot lately that I thought I wanted to share with you guys. So before I keep on rambling, let's get into things. So the first things I want to share with you guys are a couple of hair care products. And these are from Pacifica. I actually did not know that Pacifica made hair products until I spotted them on the Ulta website. They were having a big sale for the 4th of July, and they had a bunch of Pacifica products on sale, and I saw these and I was like, ooh, I want to try those out. This is the Super Kale A Juiced Up Shampoo and Conditioner. You might have seen these in the haul video that I posted at the beginning of the month. I've been using these a ton and I am obsessed. This is such an amazing shampoo and conditioner duo, and for the price, it's really like fantastic quality. These range about, I think, between like $10 and $12 a bottle, which is definitely not cheap. It's more expensive than what you normally find at the drugstore, but it is way more affordable than like Bumble and Bumble or Kerastase, where you're looking at like $20+ per product. So for a mid-range brand, these are great. This particular line is geared towards people with oily and fine hair. It's supposed to help to build volume. It's not supposed to weigh your hair down, but I found that it is really gentle. It doesn't strip my hair. It doesn't have any harsh chemicals. The shampoo is free of sulfates. The conditioner is free of silicones. They both just utilize really nice natural ingredients. They get your hair feeling really clean without it being like weighed down or anything like that, and I just really have been enjoying using them. The scent is sort of fresh and sort of a little bit minty, but also kind of green and herbal. If you're someone who likes really sweet candy scents, this may not be the most appealing thing to you, but I actually really kind of like it. And it doesn't linger in your hair too long, especially if you're layering other hair products on top of it. So for me, it's just if you can tolerate it for a little bit of time you're in the shower, then it's worth the way your hair ends up looking in the long run. And also, love the packaging. Pacifica makes the most gorgeous products. I love the colors and the gold foil details, and I also really appreciate that these are in the kind of tubes that the caps are on the bottom. So you never have to do that whole like I've got to store my shampoo bottle upside down because otherwise I'm never going to be able to get the last little bits out. Like really, gravity. This makes sense to me. So another hair product that I've been really into has been this Ouai Wave Spray. This is a sample that I got in my Sephora Play box in July. Was July? Yes. And I have been just loving the way this smells is like, it smells like a designer perfume. Like this smells like it should cost $100. It smells so good. And it definitely lingers in your hair. Like once you spray this in, you will get a whiff of it every once in a while, like when your hair kind of like blows by your face. It's just nice. Pretty sure Ouai is a brand that was created by the people who do the Kardashians' hair, so they obviously have to have their like A game going on. So basically this is like a really lightweight spray. It's sort of like a sea salt spray, but it doesn't have the drying properties of a sea salt spray, but it helps you to create some texture and some waves in your hair. So I just like to spray it in when it's damp, and then I either let it air dry or I will blow dry it, and I like that it just gives me a little just bit more texture. And also, like if I do curl my hair or I put it up in a bun after I use this, I will definitely notice a difference in how long my waves or my curls last. They definitely have more hold once I've sprayed this in my hair first. Basically everything else I've got here is makeup for the most part, so we're just gonna dive into this. Shape tape. You guys have probably seen this everywhere, especially if you're following any other beauty blogs or YouTube channels, because everyone has been obsessed with this concealer, and for good reason. because it's bomb. I picked this up at Ulta and they were doing a really awesome promotion when I got this. If you bought $35 worth of product from the Double Duty Beauty line, you got a free full-size Tarte mascara, which is amazing. Like, that mascara is awesome. I'm not going to open the full size up yet because I do have some other mascaras that I'm trying to get through, one of which we're gonna talk about in a little bit. But I thought that was just an amazing deal. It's like a $20 value that you're essentially getting for free. So kudos to you, Ulta and Tarte. That was really nice of you to do. So I picked this up. This is the shade Light Medium. They do have two other shades lighter than this. I believe they have Fair and a Light. But this was really like the perfect shade for me, especially now that I have a tan and it's the summertime. And this concealer is ridiculous. First of all, let's talk about the applicator, which is dry freaking enormous. I mean, you can get a ton of product underneath your eyes. You only need to like pull this out once. You do not need to dip it back in again to get enough product to basically like cover your entire face. And it's super, super high pigment. It's very creamy, but it does dry down. Like, it doesn't leave your skin feeling tacky. It doesn't have that really like heavy, dewy feeling underneath your eyes. It just kind of like glides on. It blends in really easily and it does not crease. Once it sets, that stuff does not move, and it doesn't like feel uncomfortable on the skin. It feels really light, even though it's definitely not a lightweight concealer. Like, this stuff is heavy duty, but it just doesn't feel heavy on your skin, if that makes sense. So I've been really, really enjoying this. I think that I have oily skin and I've had no problems with this, but I feel like even if you have dry skin, the texture of it is creamy enough that I think that it would work well even for dry skin and for oily skin. So yeah, awesome. Packaging also super cute. Love the little golden purple detailing, and I would definitely consider repurchasing this once I run out, but I don't think it's gonna be a while before I need to worry about that happening. So some other stuff that I got from Ulta that I've basically been obsessed with. The butter bronzer. I've used this in a couple of my tutorials lately and I just like cannot get enough of this stuff. First of all, it smells like tanning oil. Like, it smells like coconuts and pineapples and summer and all things amazing. It's freaking delicious. It's got a really nice sort of satiny finish on the skin. Like, it's definitely not shimmery by any means, but it's not a flat, chalky matte. It's like got a sort of like almost creaminess to it, and it just leaves your skin looking fresh and like a little bit glowy, but not with any kind of sparkle. Yeah, that makes sense. So I have basically been using this kind of constantly. It's nice to contour with. It's a little bit warm, so if you're somebody who has a fairer complexion or more cool undertones, this might be a little bit like funky on you, might make you look a little bit orange, so I would kind of test it out. There are two shades available. This is the bronzer shade, but there's also a light bronzer shade, so if you are fair, you may want to opt for that one over this. Also, if you're very, very deep in complexion, this probably will not cut it for you, because I find on my skin it shows up pretty well, but if you were leaning more towards the medium to deep end of the skin tone spectrum, this will probably not be deep enough for it to be noticeable on your skin. So if you're in that kind of like mid-range skin tone, you're looking for a nice summer bronzer that smells good, has pretty decent lasting power, give this a whirl. It is expensive because Physicians Formula, I find in general at the drugstore, is kind of pricey, but wait till it goes on sale, wait till there is a deal, because there almost always is on Physicians Formula products, and you can definitely get this for a way more reasonable price tag. Continuing on the drugstore train, I have been kind of all the way obsessed with the CoverGirl Supersizer Mascara. This is one of those products that bloggers have been raving about for the last like year, basically since it launched. I think it launched sometime last year, maybe in the summer, but now I finally understand what all the hype is about. It's got a really weird wand. If you look at it, it's almost sort of flat. It has bristles that do go around, but there's like very large areas of space in between them. And so it's kind of just a very strange application, but it builds product up on your lashes like nothing else I've ever used. You almost have to be a little bit careful not to like let it get too clumpy, but because you can kind of turn the wand and there's areas where there are bristles and no bristles, you can kind of get that sweet spot where you can wiggle the wiggle the brush through almost like a comb and sort of distribute the product nice and evenly so it doesn't get clumpy on you. But it's just crazy. It doesn't really flake, it doesn't smudge on me, it's really long lasting, and it just makes your lashes look ridiculously amazing. I'm loving it. So I apologize if I've already talked about this product before. I honestly cannot remember if I've mentioned it in a monthly favorites video recently, but I've been using it for a while. And this is the NYX Eyebrow Gel. I love this stuff. This has been a godsend this summer. It's what I'm wearing in my eyebrows right now. It's super affordable. It's like $5 or $6 for this little tube that will last you probably a century. It is waterproof, smudge proof, pool proof. This stuff, like it is not going anywhere once you put it in your eyebrows. And it basically is very buildable. You can either make a very natural looking eyebrow, or you can have that really defined, like Instagram worthy eyebrow on fleek going on. You do need to buy a brush to apply this with. It does not come with one. So I have like a little NYX actually eyebrow brush that has the brow part on one end and the spoolie on the other. And basically it is like, it's really wet and almost watery when you like squeeze it out of the tube, but it blends out really nicely. So you can either, like I said, build up like a lot of intense pigmentation in an area, or you can just like very softly apply it. So I really like the way this looks. And once you put it on, your eyebrows like do not budge, do not move all day. I use this product when I went tubing. I use this product when I went to the beach, and my eyebrows were still on at night when I went to take my makeup off. It was like crazy. So if you're looking for an eyebrow product that will withstand oily skin, will withstand sweating, will withstand basically anything, check this stuff out because it's thebomb.com. And the last drugstore bit that I wanted to share with you guys is this Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. This has been so amazing this summer. I feel like I definitely noticed a difference since I started using this product in terms of how well my makeup wears throughout the day. I'll just basically like bathe myself in it after I finish putting on my makeup in the morning, and it just sort of locks everything into place. It does help to control shine, and it just makes your makeup look really nice. It gets rid of any sort of powdery finish on the skin, and it just keeps it looking really nice and fresh all day long. So I would highly recommend this. It is, I think, $7 or $8. It's not too expensive. Definitely way cheaper than the L'Oreal setting spray, for sure. I don't know how much product, the difference in how much you get is between this and the L'Oreal one. This bottle is certainly smaller, but sometimes packaging is deceiving, so I'll have to check that out and see. But I feel like for the price, this is really great. Certainly way more affordable than Urban Decay. And you can get it at Ulta. So if you're looking for a setting spray, I would highly recommend checking this one out. So let's talk about an oldie but a goodie, shall we? This is something that I rediscovered this month. I mentioned it in a post. I actually just wrote recently a post about really good makeup for people who have oily skin, like myself. And this is something that I've been using a lot. It's the Cover FX Matte Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Light. This is actually a sample size version, but I seriously think it's gonna last me forever. I can't imagine going through the entire large pot of this. I feel like I only have one face. How much powder could I possibly use? But basically, this is really nice. It is very, very finely milled. It does make your skin look super matte, but it's not cakey in the way that it finishes. It just kind of like really gets rid of all of the shine, but it doesn't make you look like you have cake face. It is pricey. The full size of this I think is like $38, which is a lot of money. But like I said, I'm pretty sure you only need like a very little bit. I'll just like swirl my brush. I'll put a little product in the lid, swirl my brush in it, and then tap it off. And then I'll just kind of pat it onto the areas where I tend to get really shiny. And like that's all I need, just like the tiniest little bit, and I am good to go. So I feel like if you were to invest in the full size, it would last you until its expiration date. It would last you past its expiration date probably, if I was gonna be super honest. So really enjoying this, glad that I rediscovered it. Another face sample that I've been digging this month has the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. This is something I got in my Sephora Play box. And this is really very similar to the Benefit Professional Primer. It is the same sort of like moussey consistency to it. It's like a light tan in color. They're like essentially identical. So I don't know if Smashbox is just trying to ride on the Benefit bandwagon, but whatever. I'm glad I got this sample. I've been digging it. I find that if I just apply this on the areas where I have larger pores, which are like right here around my nose and on my chin and like between my eyebrows, it really does make my foundation go on very seamlessly and smoothly. So been digging this, worth checking out. But I feel like if you already have the Professional, like you don't need this primer. They're basically the same thing. This right here, this is a thing of beauty. And it is also the product of me watching way too many YouTube videos because I couldn't help it. I finally caved. I tried for so long to not jump on the Champagne Pop bandwagon, but like I couldn't do it. And truthfully, I've been wearing this like literally every single day. So I guess it was money well spent. So this is one of the new Becca x Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop collaboration goodies. These are the champagne splits. This one is in the shade Champagne Pop and Flowerchild, and I love this. It was so expensive. It's like stupid how much this was. It was $38, like $38 for a blush and a highlighter. Like I'm crazy for buying this basically, but I love wearing it. It's so beautiful, and it's also one of those like limited edition collector kind of items that if you're a beauty obsessed person like myself, it's just nice to own that little piece of beauty history. Like I said, I do not own anything from the Champagne Pop collection. I do not own anything Champagne Pop at all. So this is literally the only Champagne Pop that I own. So for me, it was a little bit more justified in buying this. I also do not have this Becca blush. The only Becca blush I own is one of the Luminous blushes in the shade Tiger Lily. Was in my favorites last month. It is also a gorgeous blush. But yeah, basically these are like ridiculously finely milled, super beautiful powders. Flowerchild is a gorgeous soft pink. It has like a very subtle luminosity to it, but it is not a shimmery blush by any means. And Champagne Pop is basically the highlight of life. It's got like this sort of goldeny peach vibe to it, and it's just like ridiculously super light reflective. Like if you want a very subtle natural highlight, Champagne Pop is not your jam. I mean, you can apply a very small amount amount of it on your cheeks, but truthfully, this is like a I want to glow from outer space kind of a look. Champagne Pop is absolutely stunning. The one thing that I will say, at least about the blush, and I've noticed this with Tiger Lily as well, Becca blushes for me have beautiful pigmentation, but they're not quite as long wearing as some other blushes that I've tried. Like the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes and the Balm Instain blushes, those things will stay on your cheeks till the end of time. They are so long wearing. Becca blushes, after like 7-8 hours, they really do start to lose their luster. So like if I am going out after work and I did my makeup in the morning, I definitely do need to touch up just to kind of bring back some of the vibrancy to the blush. So just as a little, you know, nothing is perfect, little thing you might want to know. But yeah, the packaging on this, absolutely stunning. The product's gorgeous. Would I buy it again? Probably, even though I know that it's kind of ridiculous to spend that much money on makeup, but whatevs. If it's any justification to the amount of money that I spend on that Becca Jaclyn Hill product, I did get like a little freebie with my order from Sephora, and I was able to pick one of these Ciate Liquid Velvet lipsticks. This is in the shade Swoon, and this is amazing. This liquid lipstick is awesome. I've been really enjoying it. The formula is a lot like the new Tarte liquid lipsticks, and also sort of like the Stila ones. It's very moussey in consistency. It's got a really matte finish, and it is super long wearing and also really comfortable. That's one of the things I noticed most about this particular formula. It does not get like all like crumbly and dry and like doesn't like suck the life out of your lips completely. It does still have some like hydrating properties to it, but it dries down and it's very matte. It's transfer resistant. It's a freaking awesome lipstick, and I love this color. Like, this is a really beautiful sort of like pinky nude. Looks really great with a bunch of different kinds of looks, like both smoky eyes and daytime kind of looks. So I've been really enjoying wearing this. Totally digging this lipstick. So this is something that I got for myself for my birthday. This is from Decay, and it is one of their Moondust shadows. This is in the shade Solstice. Can we look at this? Like, I can't. It's a duochromatic shadow that's sort of like red, but it's also blue. It's gorgeous. I love this. It's so freaking pretty. And it's not the kind of thing that you wear every single day by any means, but for those occasions like you're going out or you want to do something special, it's such a unique shade. I'm really, really glad that I got it, and I've just been having a lot of fun playing with it. Let me swatch for you guys. Hold on, like that. So pretty, I can't. But yeah, this is just a naked skin, but with some primer, this stuff just like is insane. It's out of this world amazing. I love it on the lid. Decay makes some really gorgeous eyeshadows, and actually, if you dig the very glittery Moondust finish, they just released a whole palette of Moondust shadows. It looks amazing. I don't think I'm going to buy it because I really don't feel it the right investment for me. I don't use glittery makeup on my eyes a ton, so like I'm glad that I have this one eyeshadow because I think the color is really beautiful and I will use it on occasion, but I don't think I necessarily need a whole palette of vibrant, glittery, funky eyeshadows. So that's just me, but if it's something you dig, I would definitely check that out. And last, it would not be a little Blushing Birdie Favorites video if there was not some form of tea in it. This is DavidsTea's Caramel Corn Fruit Infusion Herbal Tea. This stuff smells so good. Look at this. It looks like almost like granola. Like, it looks like snack food that you could just like reach in and eat it. And there's like popcorn and like bits of fruit and stuff in here. It's crazy. But yes, this is a caffeine-free herbal tea blend. It has pineapple, coconut, cinnamon, carrots. What the hell am I talking about? Caramel. Coconut and like some different natural flavorings. Basically, this tea tastes exactly like the name would suggest. It tastes like caramel corn, but it has way less calories and it's tea, so it's got that going for it. Doesn't have any caffeine, so you can drink it at nighttime. You can have like a little cup to relax yourself before you go to bed. It's delicious. I'm kind of obsessed. It brews like this really beautiful pink color, so it's like pretty to look at on top of everything else. And right now, DavidsTea is having a sale, I believe, for the summer. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I was able to get this 40% off, which is why I was like, yes, fill up a tin for me, please, because I need this in my life before it disappears for the summer. And that is it. That is everything I wanted to share with you guys from July. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I always appreciate your support. And if you are new, please click that little subscribe button thing that's down below. Right there. That way you guys will get updated anytime I upload a new video, so you won't miss out on any of my content. I hope your August is off to an amazing start, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I have a really exciting video for you today. I'm actually doing this post as a collab with 5 other bloggers that I am friends with through the Ipsy Open Studios group. They are all really amazing, and we are all doing tutorials today based around Urban Decay's Naked eyeshadow palettes.